Welcome back to Cultivating Harmony. This weekend marks the beginning of summer in Chinese medicine, and that means we can begin to edit our behaviors and our conduct to that of which is more harmonious for the season. Summer in Chinese medicine is related to the fire element, as well as the energetics and the function of the channels that influence the heart, small intestines, pericardium, and sanjiao. It's also connected to the blood, sweat, circulation, and our shen, which gets often translated as our mind, spirit, consciousness. It's also related to our self-esteem, our self-confidence, feelings of love and intimacy. And the fire element is also what communicates to us the compass to which we navigate our soul's destiny. So we can see how imperative it is to keep our fire element well balanced during this season, as it controls so many important aspects of ourselves. And if you haven't already, I will go ahead and link my summer food and conduct videos so you can check those out to get a deeper dive into the summer season. So I have a few topics regarding the summer and the fire element that I wanted to hit on today. One of which is sweat. Now, sweat is kind of often overlooked and maybe a less understood function. We have this idea in the West that the more you sweat, the better, right? The more toxins that are leaving. It means that you're working out harder. However, the sweat is actually a very precious fluid of the heart in Chinese medicine. Things such as not being able to sweat, excessive sweating, sweating for no reason, sweat that has an odor. These are all signs that something is off. Now, this isn't to say that any sweating is bad, because it does have its purposes. But it is something that we want to be mindful and aware of. When we push ourselves to the point of excessive sweating, we are stressing the heart. And when we're doing physical activity, it's really advised in Chinese medicine that we only push ourselves to the point of breaking a light sweat. Meaning, once you start to feel sweat actually break the surface on your skin, you want to maintain that level or actually cool down. Now, alternatively, if you are working out and you're in a situation that you should be sweating and you feel that kind of heat trapped inside your skin, but you're unable to kind of break the barrier and actually sweat it out. While people may say, oh, this is such a lucky thing, it is actually a sign that something is off. And sweat that is malodorous is a sign that there's too much heat in the body. Sweat itself should not have a smell. If it's not odorless, then you can help the body cool down by drinking either chrysanthemum or honeysuckle tea, as well as eating mung beans. These are things that are very cooling to the body and should help. And I have links for these in the description. And really in summer, there's more activity, more sweating, and the body often is losing more fluids now than at other times of the year. Replenishing these fluids with juicy fruits and veggies that are lightly or quickly cooked, watery soups, and overall just eating lighter meals really helps the body during the summer season. And another interesting thing about the summer season is that it's actually connected to the tongue and speech, which means that in summer, if we are imbalanced, this is a time with our tongues, we should be able to speak and appropriately communicate. This means the ability to set healthy boundaries and know exactly who we should and shouldn't allow into our hearts or mind during the summer season. If our heart and fire elements are not properly supported, problems related to these areas are going to suffer. And it will be apparent specifically during the summer season. Things such as difficulty communicating or even knowing our own truth. Being able to communicate this to the outer world. In balance, we will let people take advantage of us, walk all over us. And overall, we will feel less connected or rooted in our spirit. And this can be common for people who have experienced trauma, as trauma is something that actually shocks the heart, which then scatters the heart energy. When this heart energy is scattered, we in turn feel scattered. We have a hard time following and knowing what is the right path for our lives. Which direction is the right direction, and knowing what is true and good for ourselves. And you can see why this easily manifests as things such as low self-confidence, low self-esteem, and self-doubt. So I hope these topics regarding the summer you found helpful. Let me know below what you learned new and anything you thought that was interesting. Thanks, we'll see you next time.